guys, Sam here from Fall Obsession. I'm out here at Cinnamon Creek today with Mike, who's one of the techs out here. Today we have the new 2020 Elite Kure in our hands. This is a brand new bow that Elite just came out with, and I'm super excited to get my hands on this thing. Mike and I have already been talking a little bit, but we wanted to share our thoughts and everything with you guys because this bow is awesome, and it's a bow that is certainly going to make a difference for some bow hunters out there. So we're gonna kind of keep it casual. We're gonna put some arrows downrange, and Mike and I are gonna talk about some of the stuff we've observed with this bow. So we're not really running any kind of setup right now. This is really just kind of initial thoughts on the bow. We're just running a generic arrow rest, just a D-loop, no peep sight or sights or anything. This is just kind of set up just to get the feel for the bow right now. So. Man, the draw cycle is really smooth, and it's really flat and consistent. I feel like all the way through. It's not really, you can't really, there's no humps or bumps or anything in it. It's just consistent.
That was the first thing I noticed on the bow, especially compared to last year's Ritual, which was an excellent bow for us. Really smooth, and every year, Elite always seems to improve upon their product. But yeah, I think the draw cycle, I will say initially, is stiffer than what the Ritual is, but it's a lot more even and consistent throughout the entire draw cycle, if that makes sense. Yeah. Which I really like that. You have some bows that, they peak at different points of the draw force curve. Some, peak more on the back end, some peak more up front. Some you get that, big dump on the back end getting into the valley into the let off. This one, you don't have that. It's you have to give a little bit more initially, but it's very consistent throughout. It drops into the valley very nice, so you don't get that big dump or anything like that. Just a very nice draw cycle. That was probably what jumped out at me first and foremost, just on my initial shots on the bow. I'll just kind of give you a brief rundown on certain things. So we're running as a limb stop, which is, Elite is known for. That's super solid back wall, but you also have the option of running it as a cable stop if that is your preference. If you want a little bit softer back wall, a little bit more sponge on the back end. Some people like having that little extra give. I know some of you guys, maybe more back tension style shooters, maybe like having that little extra give, so you have that option on there.
The bow itself seems very well balanced and pretty lightweight in the hand. I know it's probably kind of more average and comparable to other stuff across the industry right now, but just the way that the bow is built itself, it feels very comfortable. And I noticed that the grip fits very well in the hand as well. Yep. I like this kind of the squared off grip. Kind of gives you a consistent anchor reference to your form and stuff when you're shooting, I feel like.
I agree. I personally, I have smaller hands anyway, so I like a narrower grip. I like a flatter back. And Elite's always had a really nice grip. And I really like this one. Again, like you said, nice flat back. Not too severe of an angle right here. It's not a complete straight up and down handle, but it's not an extreme high risk grip either. For me, it fits in my hand very nicely. Overall, the feel of this bow is excellent. I definitely think it's a huge improvement over the Ritual. They really, if anything, just working out some kinks as far as just customization, tunability, stuff like that. I think they hit a home run with this bow.
So Mike, another thing that we noticed with this bow is the draw length and the adjustability that they give you there. Typically across the industry up till now, it's been in 1/2 inch increments, and now Elite is giving us the option of a 1/4 inch increments on the draw.
Yep, and just to kind of add to that, another thing, so on previous models of Elites, they're all modular based, but in the past you had to use a bow press and swap out modules. This year, everything's a rotating module, no bow press needed, which is very nice, very handy. Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer at home or, for archery dealers, it makes life simpler adjusting things for customers. But yeah, so this year, most bows, come in 1/2 inch increments. Elite, on their new system, you can do things in 1/4 inch adjustments, so you can really fine tune your draw length. I know a lot of you target archers, very OCD, every little bit counts. So you can really fine tune your draw length to maximize your accuracy, which is a really, really cool feature this year. And again, it's another way to add customization to your setup.
So the other thing that seems kind of really like a one of a kind right now is the set technology. And I know that there's not, there's going to be shooters out there that that's really not going to be a concern to them. That's more of the bow tech side of everything and tuning this bow. But let's kind of summarize what the advantages of that set technology are on this bow.
Okay. So on traditional bows that have like a yoke system, as far as tuning goes, in some cases you may have to twist up a yoke to alter the cam lean for tuning. So on Elite systems, they don't run a yoke. They've ran a binary cam track for years. This year, this is basically a tri-track binary. But yeah, so as far as tuning goes, they added their new pocket system, their set pocket system. So basically, it in essence is like yoke tuning a bow. So again, for you do-it-yourselfers at home or for you archery dealers, it's a very nice, handy feature when it comes to tuning. So basically, you don't really need a press for this. So you're paper tuning a bow and you're getting a left or right tear. Rather than having to mess with the rest or shim cams or twist yokes, this is actually really, really cool. So they tell you what direction you need to turn your limb pocket, because basically what this is doing in essence is by turning this, you are altering the position of the cam system. So it's not so much a straight lateral adjustment as more of like a pivot. So in essence, it's basically like leaning a cam. And they made the guesswork easy by telling you if you're getting a tail right tear, turn it this way. If you're getting a tail left tear, turn it the other way. And on top of that, to add in tuning, something I've been running the past couple of years on some previous models is their LTR system right here. So again, kind of the same thing, redistribute the load of the cables. You can actually adjust the rod in and out. Again, just changing the load, gonna help changing the tune of the bow. So a lot of cool features just thrown into this bow to make tuning that much easier. Really no bow press required. You don't have to shim cams or anything like that. It's just a lot more user friendly. And especially for guys that are do-it-yourselfers, it's really gonna benefit y'all. Just it makes tuning so much easier. Less time spent, messing with your equipment, more time shooting, which, we can all use.
So Mike, to kind of wrap up, all the technology and stuff that we've summarized, the set system and all that kind of stuff, that's pretty unique to just Elites right now, correct? There's not really another manufacturer that does anything similar at this point.
Yeah, at this point, this is all unique to Elite. It's really a whole new system for them. And again, just one step closer to making their bows that much better. Like I said, we loved the Ritual last year, but this I think is a definite improvement. Just for those features alone, your do-it-yourselfers, your dealers, it just makes life a lot easier when setting up for customers and help fine-tuning things for them. Yeah, all in all, I'm super impressed with this bow. I think it's going to be a huge hit for us and for Elite. And we're really looking forward to seeing how it does this year.
And guys are going to be able to come here at Cinnamon Creek and purchase this and get it set up with you guys?
Yep. Right now, we just have our demo in for the moment until we get our bulk orders. But yeah, if you want to come on in, try it out, more than welcome to. Just come out, just be like, hey, let's try the new Elite, get you set up. And if it's something you like, we'll get you ordered, get you going.
Heck yeah.